Syrix Knighting was a lot of fun. That particular event, it was a winter bash, and it was like on the coast, so it was really wet. And I wasn't a fan of the fighting, but the partying
Yeah, it
was
was at
legit.
Fort Stevens State Park at Battery Russell. It was the
Mhm.
bathroom nighting. I was king at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Sadly, it was the only place that was moderately dry to do court was next to the bathrooms because we didn't have a shelter.
No, it was the only dry spot, and it was like the only spot with lights.
Yeah.
Like there was like, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
because like everyone had packed in so hard, and I was like, me and Syric were in the same company, and I was like, I'm trying to see this knighting, so I ended up like standing up on a pillar and just like holding myself up like I was a little kid watching the jousting in A Knight's Tale. Like,
You know, it's been years, but I was talking with Locke about it the other day, and we came to a realization. It would have been, and I'm sorry, Sirik, we didn't think of this at the time. We should have done a battlefield nighting at the fucking battery in the middle of the day, in front of everyone like that. Like that would have been awesome. That would have been so
yeah,
much more memorable.
the
And I
battlefield nightings weren't as popular
apologize.
back then, though.
No, it wasn't a thing that I had ever thought of.
Yeah,
But that would
the
have been
first
better than where we did it.
the first battlefield nighting that I've seen was Torg's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen one before that. I've heard of it, but I've never been to one.
The first one I saw was shows. That was I was at.
I didn't know he got his on the battlefield. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Gate knighting.
for all the
Like when you show
for
up
the
at the
service.
gate, do a knighting there.
We could do that for Imogen if she ever gets knighted.
So everyone just walks up the gate and you still have to finish your
uh,
shift though.
yeah, yeah. It's like here's your belt, but you have an hour and a half left in your shift. Yeah,
There you go.
the
Sirik, I'm also jealous of all the cool shit that people get now versus the troll belt sword that we kind of got. Like I got a little bit more. I got pants, but yeah, I just got a scroll, a belt, and a sword. And I didn't get the sword until weeks later. The new knights get cool shit now.
that's right. We're spoiled
You are. And even
because I got
Masterhoods get hoods. We didn't get anything from Masterhood. If we were lucky, we got something that looked nice. And then if it was, and I didn't, I got a regular piece of paper.
yeah. So I one of the things I've seen is that like a lot of at least in the Northern Lights, like sometimes like nines and tens are getting like fancy scrolls and stuff for their like 10th order or ninth order. It makes sense and it's cool, but like especially with ninth, but I think with 10th as well, I would do paper, just like a normal paper award all the way through 10, and that way you could really focus on the masterhood being special with a scroll.
Yeah. I haven't looked at the Black Spire up close. I haven't looked at them for a while. But I think we get nice, like, printed scrolls from 1 to 10. And the
Hmm.
Masterhood is a special scroll.
I
But
like that. Yeah. Have you guys been doing hoods as well for the masters?
no, I don't
Okay.
think anyone's gotten a hood, but I could be wrong. But it
Yeah.
hasn't been a tradition like you guys up north.
Over the rest of the game, apparently that's way more common.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We're just late to the party.
I've heard
That
people talk about
tracks.
doing it, but
Good old Pacific Northwest, definitely a little late to the party.
Yeah.
you know it. Do it our own way.
Yeah.
The bad way. No.
The bad way. We do it our way. The bad way.
Gotta own that shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, the redheaded stepchild of Amtgard.
I feel kind of bad, but when I was king, the last award I handed out was a Master Hydra to Sir Gideon. And
Yeah.
I didn't, it was a black and white printed piece of paper that I signed, but it was also raining, so it was like littered full. It was pretty wet. It was probably like 25% wet when I handed it to him, but he was really ecstatic. But I felt really bad in hindsight thinking back about it because it was not that special looking. And for a Masterhood, it was ridiculous compared to what we do now.
Yeah, Sirik just posted that his warlord was a template Order of the Warrior scroll with it scratched out and written in Warlord, which is I dude, that's so terrible, but it's so funny. I mean, like, it's easy to say now. I would have been irate in the moment, but that sucks.
I would frame that, to be honest.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
dude. I remember Robin. Stormhaven used to have to ask permission from Blackspire to give like titles of nobility. Like we weren't allowed to give any. So Shiny was gonna award at a pack where he's gonna give Robin his Lord title, and he had printed out the paper, and like Black Spire was gonna award it, but it was like kind of coming from Haven, and so he printed out the award. It was still printed on like a template, but it was a nice kind of design and all this stuff. It said Lord Robin or something like that on it, and Game Face was king at the time and got the award. Decided that's silly. He should be a count, and just put 2 lines through Lord and wrote count on it, and then awarded him his count title.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. He had that framed and put up. It's just like two literal. It's not even like scratch out, just 2 lines, just an X through Lord.
Worthy of a frame, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.